California.
New tonight, a serial rapist is off the streets in DeKalb County.
And the police are now saying he lured his victims to a Stonecrest neighborhood. And that's where we find Atlanta News First Carly Barnett.
And Carly, there may be more alleged victims out there.
Blair, Sean, that is what police saying. There may have been even more of these crimes that haven't been reported to them yet. But they say the alleged rapist would lure them to Turner Hill Road, which is where we are now, and Dogwood Pass, which is in this subdivision behind me, the parks of Stonecrest. We'll give you a map now to give you a little bit of a better idea of where exactly we are. And we drove through. This is a nice neighborhood here. Certainly not the type of place that you would expect anything like this to ever happen. According to the Special Victims Unit, this person would lure his victims here using targeted ads to try to trick them, then show them a gun and sexually assault them. Now, I actually spoke to a resident here off camera just before you came to us live who was telling us that he had heard about this happening and he was glad to hear this person was caught. He said the homeowners association had warned people that this person was out there, so certainly he was glad to hear that this person is now in custody. Now, police tell us at this point they are not releasing the suspect's image or his name because they say there are additional victims who still have to do a lineup, who still have a lineup to take part in, so they are not releasing that information at this time. At this point, police have not said how many people this suspect has targeted. But again, if you have any additional information, if you know anything else about this, they are urging you to reach out to DeKalb County Police. But they certainly hope that this information will help people here in DeKalb County to sleep a little easier tonight. Live in Stonecrest, Carly Barnett, Atlanta News First.
A school kitchen now being used